Hey guys, welcome back to another Dragon Ball Z Dokkan battle video. Today, we're going to be taking down Broly with no items. Red Zone Broly. This was actually, this was an insanely lucky run. First off, second off, I did it with the brand new LR Goku and Gohan, who I only have at 69%. I used the Super Saiyans and Goku's family team. Led by the STR Exchange Goku and Gohan, and this is how the run turned out. I'm going to explain why I brought the certain units that I brought, even though I probably don't need to, because a lot of units are well known. I'm going to do it anyways because I like talking about them. So, first off, we got the leader of the team, STR Exchange Goku and Gohan. The Goku portion of this card is kind of underwhelming to me, especially in this scenario right here where he can't get any dodges off because Broly locks dodging. So he's just he's got like this certain amount of defense that can't get any better. And, I mean, unless he double supers, right? And he takes a lot of damage, like if he gets supered, especially even during the STR Broly portion of this phase, right? He gets supered and he gets hit hard, right? But once you get the Gohan out after you perform 3 super attacks, once you get the Gohan out, the Gohan is insanity. He has like 400 to 500k defense pre-super with guard, and then he has like 800 post-super, 7 to 800. They really made him dumb, and I'm really like once you get Gohan out, it's like, okay, if Gohan's on a rotation and there's a ton of attacks aimed in one spot, you're like, okay, I know I'm not going to die in slot 1, but depending on who's in slot 2 and 3, I might die, but it's not going to be because of them, right? So, they're a good card. I brought them as the lead, of course, and then I got the LR Goku and Gohan. Honestly, they did really well in this run. I'm really happy with how they performed. I think they're a very good card. I think that they straight up like nuke Broly. They take away like 3 of his health bars in one turn just by themselves. The AGO Broly, which is just like, that's really insane, especially for a red zone fight. And they just do really well. They took, I don't know if they tanked a super attack in this run or not. They may have, but I remember them tanking a super attack for like 270k, which is actually pretty good for a unit with no guard or damage reduction. That's just based off raw defense. Yeah, sure it is type advantage. Sure they do have type advantage over him, right? So if they didn't have type advantage, he would have been doing way more, but still, you take what you can get here with them. I really do like them. I think that they're probably the 3rd best LR in the game. Tech Ultimate Gohan. No, he doesn't need any introduction. He was Dokkan's mistake. He was the best. He was the best TUR for a long time. And he still is in the discussion for the top 10 TURs 2 years after he came out. Like, almost 2 years after he came out. He's almost 2 years old. That's crazy to think about that. The only time where he's weak is turn 1. Once he gets a super off turn 1, he's taking double digits from normals. He's going to be taking 180k off a super. And that damage is just going to get smaller and smaller and smaller as he stacks and stacks and stacks. When I get his active skill off here, he doesn't do a ton of damage, but he does around a 5 million-ish attack stat, which is good because, you know, that's just more damage that I can get, right? And he's having like 400 to 500k defense with guard, like when he's transformed. He's just a very good unit. And I even brought his SSR. His SSR is nowhere near as impressive, but he's still like a decent option for this team. I actually rainbowed his SSR during the celebration. Before I went into the celebration, I had it was either 69 or 79% Tech Ultimate Gohan, and I came out of it with both him and his SSR rainbowed without buying dupes. It's actually quite insane how many times I pulled him. He's really good. He can get caught way easier than his TUR can. He can get caught way easier because while he does have guard, his stacking's only a normal raise, whereas Tech Ultimate Gohan's is greatly raising, which is a 50% buff compared to a 30% buff. So it feels like he can get caught way easier. and I mean, he's not hitting hard at all. As you see, he barely like gets up to 1.5 million. It's like attack, which is, you know, compared to 7 million, which was being shot out by LR Goku and Gohan, and like 3 million by this guy who's not even attack oriented. That's just nowhere near impressive, right? But he's here for his defense. Speaking of this guy, Tech God Goku, another mistake. I think this was I mean, he like, I say mistake as a good thing, right? Because this guy is just insanely strong. He has damage reduction against both movie bosses and pure Saiyans, which is what Broly is, both of those things. So he has 77% damage reduction, which is like quite insane. Is it 70% or 77? Either way, he takes no damage, especially after he gets a super attack off and he gets 2 rainbow orbs. He's just quite insane. I brought the AGL Kid Gohan because he gives a ton of defensive support. Here, I thought we were going to die. I straight up thought we were going to die here during that rotation, because not only did I didn't have the STR Gohan out yet. Not only that, I didn't have like, I had both the STR Goku and the AGL Gohan against Tech Broly on one rotation. If AGL Kid Gohan got super there, he was taking 700k, like, easily. I don't have him rainbowed. I have him at 79% in the dupe system, I believe. So he's a very good card. He's a very defensive card once he gets stacking up, and he does pretty well in the AOE portion of Broly. So I mean, that's good right there. And that's, I think, all the cards that I brought. Yeah. The only like, I guess I could talk about my strategy, even though I didn't really have one. My main strategy was just to keep both the Goku and Gohans on one rotation. Like, keep them on one rotation and keep the other on the other rotation, the leader and the Thren leader, so I can get my 3 super attacks in for each consistently, which is what we did here. We got that off, and they end up once they get their 6 hits in, they start looking amazing, right? And then after that, it was just a point of who's getting attacked the most where, so I can fit Tech God Goku, Tech Ultimate Gohan, or STR Gohan. Which slot's getting attacked the most where? Because AGL Kid Gohan is not taking a ton of damage, he's not tanking. He's not tanking. He's going to be taking a ton of damage, is what I'm trying to say, in the Tech portion and in the AGL portion. In fact, actually, if he gets supered in the AGL portion at all, he's done. He's done unless you have him at 1,000,000+ defense, which is just insane to think about. Here, I thought we were going to be dead too because of the Tech Goku and Gohan in the middle and me just having such low HP, but thankfully, Broly doesn't super this turn. Broly does not super at all, which I thought was insane that he wouldn't. I thought I was just dead here, so I just decided to, like, no balls it, right? I decided to put all caution to the wind. And put him in the middle, and then, yeah, this is how it turned out. They ended up they was able to get their super attack off, and yeah, no, it, like, we still probably would have died even if they triple supered on this rotation, because they're probably going to take so much damage from AOE Broly, you know. But I mean, I just threw caution to the wind. And thankfully we didn't get supered. I was able to use AGL Kid Gohan's active skill next rotation to heal up just a little bit. But that's going to be it for me. I'm going to let the rest of the video play out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.